Hey guys, welcome to our channel Uniplex. Guys, in today's video, we will be showing 8 massive rockfalls caught on camera, which have caused significant financial loss to people, and some individuals luckily escaped from nearby deaths. So without wasting any more time, let's start today's video. Yibin, China is a prefecture-level city in Sichuan province. It's home to about 4.5 million people and one very lucky driver. It was a rainy day in August of 2023. Li was driving down a mountainous road outside the city. He and his passenger were minding their business when the mountain began hurling rocks at them. Li's first thought was to get the heck out of there, but he wasn't out of the woods yet. Luckily, Li escaped the situation without a scratch on his car. He said he always takes this road to work and had never experienced falling rocks. He said he waited about 30 more minutes until the rain subsided. When he felt it was safe, he took his chances and kept driving forward. There's no real way of telling if the rock slide is over. There are so many trees on the mountain that he wouldn't know a rock was coming until it was right in front of him. Our next rock slide comes from Changzhou, China, a county-level city in Sichuan province. 2 motorists were driving down a winding road when something didn't seem right up ahead. Our cameraman watched a wild rock slide in his rearview mirror. It would have pushed him clean off the cliff if he had driven by a few seconds later. He got out of his car to film the event when another driver approached. Together, they learned what it really means to move mountains. Thankfully, our cameraman and the orange truck were the only ones around. Nobody got hurt, and police closed the road to traffic. Now came the tiring process of clearing all that debris. The scary part is one wrong move could disrupt the soil and trigger another landslide. By the looks of it, they had a lot of clearing to do. Never underestimate the power of Mother Nature. Once she gets going, there's no stopping her. An Italian family learned that lesson the hard way when Mother Nature sent a massive boulder hurtling toward their home. It was January 21st of 2014. Our family lived on a remote farm in Ronchi di Termino in northern Italy. Without warning, a 4,000 cubic meter chunk of mountain came loose and tumbled down the hill behind their barn. Before they knew what was happening, the rock slide had eviscerated nearly half their home. Stunning drone footage captured the aftermath. 2 boulders came loose that day. One of them, which was nearly as tall as their house, stopped a few feet from the side wall. You can see the massive scar that both rocks left on the mountain. They crushed every tree on the way down like toothpicks. Another boulder came to rest in the front yard. You can see where this one scarred the ground like a crashing spaceship. It obliterated part of their home, leaving behind a mangled mess of wood and debris. According to geologists, the rocks likely originated from a large limestone pillar. Erosion can cause these pillars to collapse and detach from the main cliff. The scary part is that these events are hard to predict. Sometimes whatever is holding the boulders in place simply lets go. As you can see in the video, there is another massive rock next to where the other ones stopped. This tells us that a similar rockfall happened in the past. Geologists will use such evidence to determine how close a building can be to a cliff without being in danger. Luckily, nobody was in that part of the home when the boulder roared through. Sausalito, California is a small city in the San Francisco Bay Area, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's home to about 7,200 people who mostly live east of Route 101. West of the highway is mostly forest and steep hills. If you drive down, you'll notice several signs warning drivers about random rockfalls. On August 8th of 2019, a mustachioed Uber driver named Adam was driving north on Route 101. He was about half a mile from the Spencer Avenue exit when a rock bigger than his car dislodged from the mountain. All he could do was brace for impact and hope the rock didn't crush him like a buck.
Unbelievable.
Actually, it's pretty believable. There's a reason dangerous falling rock signs are posted all over highways like 101. Lucky for us, Adam is an Uber driver. He keeps another camera rolling inside his car. This one was able to capture his reaction. You can see the look of terror and shock on his face. He said the grimace was him preparing to get crushed like an ant. Thankfully, the rock broke apart on its way down the mountain. While it still caused $21,000 worth of damage, it could have been much worse. Are those jugglers, clubs, in Adam's passenger seat? Well, it turns out that Adam is an astute juggler and performer. According to his profile, he can juggle 3 clubs with his eyes closed, 5 when open. Unfortunately, there was no juggling his way out of this situation. Hopefully, the rock slide didn't ruin some poor kid's birthday party. As the saying goes, not all heroes wear capes. That saying was on full display in Beijing, China, when a local man saved 15 people from an imminent landslide. He was driving down Junhong Road in Da'anshan Township when he noticed something strange with the mountain. He knew all the landslide warning signs and quickly hopped out of his car. He, along with several other people, filmed the incoming landslide from multiple angles.
Hey, 要来！哎呦我去！完了，那人要到那儿，我跟你说，人都吹了。哎呀，车到跟前，车都给炸了，我去！哎呀，好家伙！
According to reports, our heroic driver prevented 15 people from driving through the danger zone. It's rare that you see so many angles of the same event, especially from both sides of the road. Clearly, this was a busy stretch of highway. Everyone was lucky this man was paying attention. Maintenance workers arrived later to clear the road, but there was no timeline for reopening. Luckily, nobody got hurt, though their plans were definitely canceled. Relentless rain can cause more than flash floods. It can erode the top layer of mountains and trigger freak landslides. Take this rainy day in Qinghai, China, for example. Local officials noticed cracks in the mountainside around 7 p.m. on August 1, 2015. A few loose rocks began falling, so they immediately closed the highway. They blocked off the roads and waited for the inevitable. It looks like they already had a truck on standby to take care of the debris. From what we can gather, this landslide occurred somewhere along the 202 provincial highway through Hualonghui Autonomous County. The section was quickly reopened after a 20-hour emergency cleaning and repair job. Credit the Chinese Traffic Authority, they've got landslide cleanup down to a science. Landslides and rock slides are common in China. Its wet, steep, and seismic activity has a way of loosening the soil. In the Aba Tibetan and Chang Autonomous Prefecture, also known as Aba, locals learned how destructive one of those landslides can be. On May 8, 2023, drivers were forced to stop when a landslide blocked part of the road. All they could do was pull over and watch as chunks of earth and rock rolled down the mountain and added to the mess. It's amazing how much debris is kicked up when something like this happens. From another angle, you can see the scar in the mountain where all that land came loose. It doesn't look like it plans on ending anytime soon. Rescue workers had to wait until it was 100% safe to begin excavating. That meant people stranded by the blocked road didn't know when it would be cleared. Hopefully, there was another way around the mountain. Like China, India is extremely rockslide prone. They also have many roads and highways carved into the sides of steep mountains. For example, the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway stretches for 153 miles between the city of Srinagar and the Kashmir Valley and the territorial capital of Jammu. To solve their landslide problem, India built the T5 tunnel, a 900-foot tunnel that bypasses landslide-prone areas along the highway. The tunnel opened in March 2023 but was closed to traffic a few weeks later. You're about to see why. Just when it was almost over, a rogue rock flew off the mountain and screamed towards workers on the road. That rock came way too close for comfort. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and the only damage was to an army vehicle that was struck by a falling rock. As the only all-weather highway linking the Kashmir region to the rest of India, officials had to work overtime to clear the road and reopen the tunnel. They weren't about to let a landslide ruin their anti-landslide tunnel. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video for so long patiently. If you enjoy this video, you can like and comment, and if you want to see such strange and interesting videos, you can subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon next to it. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.